In today's era of rapid transformation, leadership in marketing is defined not only by driving sales but by creating ecosystems of value, of trust, of innovation. The construction and steel sector, often viewed through a purely industrial lens, is now witnessing a powerful shift toward purposeful branding and customer engagement. And at the forefront of this change are leaders such as Megha Beriwala, who is the Director of Marketing Retail India at Shyam Steel Group. By blending adaptability with foresight, she's exemplifying how purposeful leadership redefines both industries and the benchmarks of success in our next episode of Leaders in Focus. Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of Leaders in Focus. With me is Shyam Steel's Megha Beriwala. Megha, thank you so much for being here with us on this episode.
Thank you for having me.
So Shyam Steel has always been a very strong player when it comes to semi-urban markets and the smaller hinterland of India. Now there's been this very distinct play for a younger core of customers. How do you see that evolution playing out and meeting these new demands while catering to the needs of your existing bank of loyal customers?
So the smaller cities and the semi-urban areas have been the foundation of the company. That's where our core TG has been. We've built our customer base with that TG, reinstilling trust, loyalty, all the core values of the company.
Right.
Now that we're expanding into a newer and a younger audience, we've ensured that we don't move away from those core values, but maybe build upon it.
Right.
Our communication has been the same, but the way of communicating has changed. So we've invested a lot more on the digital space, where the younger audiences, they spend a lot more time. They're engaging constantly on social media and digital platforms. For example, our posts nowadays on the digital space might look a lot more modern, but the core messaging has always been the same. That is, strength, flexibility, longer relationships, long-lasting relationships that we want to build with the customer base. So I think that's how we want to strike a balance between the two. Keep the core messaging intact, deeply rooted with our traditional values, but with a wider audience.
I'm so glad you touched upon this piece about digital marketing campaigns and celebrity endorsements, because y'all are making a major play nowadays, even for that matter with cricket associations. How does all of this come together to create greater brand resonance for the brand?
Now, for Indians, for example, we are emotional beings.
Oh yes.
Cricket is not a sport; it is an emotion for all of us. Now, when we associated with Virat Kohli or Anushka Sharma for that matter, the only reasoning behind that was a consumer would perceive us through the eyes of Virat and Anushka.
Correct.
Now they have trust on Virat, they have trust on Anushka, and when they see celebrities like them endorsing a brand like Shyam Steel, it automatically instills trust in the consumers also. They feel like Virat and Anushka trust a brand like Shyam Steel, it must be trustworthy. So, for example, that is why consumers nowadays, they want engagement. They want to feel relatable to the brand. The brand wants to feel relatable with the consumers. That is only possible on the digital space, where you're not just having one-way communication. There's a two-way communication. You're engaging with them. There's interaction. You can listen to them. You can get their feedback. All of that is only possible on the digital space. So hence we do a lot of influencer-led campaigns, a lot of brand storyline telling. So I hope that answers your question.
It does. Let me switch things up a little bit, talk about the brand, since we just briefly touched upon that. On the topic of the industry, becoming very, very competitive, there are so many facets that can impact the brand's growth trajectory, be it sustainability, be it technology, be it customer experience. Do you particularly feel any one of them will have a greater impact on the brand's future growth prospects, or is it more a case that all of it will come together to create a differentiated impact for you all?
So this industry has become extremely competitive. Relying on just one factor would not create a differentiator for you. There has to be a synergy of all sustainability, technology, customer experience. Nowadays, consumers want to associate with brands who are eco-conscious, who are environment friendly.
Right.
So as a brand, we've always, tried to have sustainable practices inculcated into our production, the way our products are manufactured.
Right.
We have an integrated steel plant. So all the raw materials or all the wastages that come out from the production, they go back into production. We do create our own renewable energy in the plant itself. which helps, the consumers trust the brand more. Now, when coming to technology, the brand has always been very conscious as to, coming up with practices that would make the experience for the channel partners a lot more easier when they're working with us. We have a robust IT team here in the company.
Yeah.
We've come up with a very nice CRM, come up with apps for the dealers, for the distributors, for all the channel partners, where they can stay updated as to about all the logistic issues, any branding queries if they have, if they want any branding support from us, any payment processes, related processes, everything. So all of that is digitalized. And when we talk about customer experience, the brand has invested a lot on the digital platforms, so that the brand can stay in touch with the consumers, and the consumers can feel like they have some sort of a conversation with the brand. It's not just one-sided communication. So for us to thrive, I think this synergy of all three factors is very important.
Let's talk a little bit about you. What little I could dredge up about you, I saw that you talk about resilience and adaptability being key values. How has that really played out for you, either in a personal sense or maybe in the professional sense?
Resilience and adaptability have been key cornerstones. Like for me, as my as a leadership role in the organization, and not personally maybe, but professionally, I can think of an instance, especially during the pandemic, where you've seen, overnight how companies had to face unprecedented challenges. Things, just changed, turned around for everyone. On that front, I think we had to not refer to the traditional playbook. We had to step out of our comfort zone, both operationally and in terms of our communication with the consumers, with our end consumers. Operationally, like I said, the brand was already aware that they need to digitalize their processes. Everything has to be online. We have to reduce the manual intervention. So with the help of our CRM and our channel partner apps, our sales app, all of that we were able to achieve that even during pandemic. But in terms of communication, our way of communication changed. We were not into the digital space earlier on, but because of the pandemic, the company adapted itself. And then we were very active on the digital space. We wanted to have that constant dialogue with the consumers. They needed to be updated about our new initiatives, our new associations, and not let them feel like the brand is not there anymore, so that they could trust us even during the hardships. So I feel like this, basically, I've learned that during the pandemic, how the brand could adapt, how I could adapt to the changes that we were facing, or the challenges that we were facing.
And lastly, before I let you go, just one last piece I wanted to ask of you. Are there any particular words of wisdom that you live by, some great advice that has really shaped the way you view the arc of your professional career?
Personally, yes. काम करते जाओ, फल की चिंता मत करो. So work is always important, and that's what my father's always taught me, that you do your work sincerely and diligently, and you don't really have to worry about the results. Whatever that you reserve will come your way, so leave the rest on God.
Beautiful. Megha, thank you so much for being here with us for this conversation, for this episode, Leaders in Focus. Thank you.
Thank you.
Change, they say, is inevitable, and it can often be scary, but effecting it needs vision, it needs courage, it needs foresight. And leaders such as Megha Beriwala are effectively showing how to show the way forward for organizations, for leaders, and creating a future that is more purposeful, that is more forward-looking, and one that we can all learn from. Thanks for watching this episode, Leaders in Focus. I'll see you in the next one.